Hello and welcome back to Hates the Name Plays Monster Train. Let's get this episode on the road or on the rails. Oh, all right. So I think last time we had a big win as the Awoken with the Stygian um, ally. For some reason, this part always takes a little longer to load than I feel like it should. Need to get that SSD installed. One that doesn't break like my last one. Anyways, uh, but that means we have a win as both the Hellhorned and the Awoken. So I think we better try for a win as the Stygian. Now, it did not go well for us last time. And I'm thinking maybe I'll try a Stygian Hellhorned, even though there might be a better combination with these two, more like synergistic abilities. But I did Awoken Stygian, so now I'll do Stygian Hellhorned, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. So yeah, no wins yet? Not. Hmm. Highest rank is 0. I don't know about that. I don't know about. Oh, this combination. Oh, I didn't realize tracked combinations. Well, that's interesting. So what I should see is if yeah, I have a win with this combination. Okay. Wow. Well, that's gonna give us a lot of options then. But okay, we're gonna go in with this combination. No wins yet with them or with the Stygian clan at all. Devour your spells. So I'm really glad now that I went with that Hellhorned allies, because I think they'll rely less on spells than the others. Wow, okay, so I've none of the restore that you usually start with. Instead, it's all damage spells. Let's see what we get out of here. I I like this enough, and usually you don't get too many consumed cards in the deck, so I quite like this. Enough to take that. So we can apply spell weakness, but we've kind of seen that spells are maybe not what we're going for here. Even with sweep, that is pretty nice, I'll admit, but I'm thinking maybe the frostbite side of the Stygian clan will be more what we're looking at. We might change our minds later on. We'll have to see how it goes. I pretty much always go with the first trial. You'll know that if you watch any of my videos to this point. It's mandatory, basically. Okay. So these guys get weaker as they go higher up. So it might be worth just putting my champion right at the top here. And I can start blasting them with spells. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. Granted, Frostbite really doesn't work as well when it's at the top. No, it doesn't matter which one I hit, so I'm just gonna go for the front one there. I do want the gold from this, so that's an easy choice there. I think it's worth putting a unit down. Will he die, though? They do 6 damage, and then spikes, so yeah, he would die to spikes. So maybe it's not actually worth putting that down. Oh, then he has also 5 armor. I kind of forgot I have that already. Um, so maybe I'll kill one, and then I'll play him. And then I'll have to take out some of these guys with spells next turn. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. Like I said, shouldn't be too big of an issue. He is currently dying. If I do this, though, they both survive. So that seems alright. Now we're into our final fight here. Um, let's take these guys out with torches and then blast him with a slightly more damaging spell there. And then we'll do just a trip up on one of these. I guess I could put another train steward up here. I kind of forgot that this guy is he's already dead. I forgot that he has enough capacity because he's only a one capacity unit. That's pretty neat. So that's not bad at all. No pyre damage, and we got all the gold we could want. Okay. So how did this work again? Oh yeah, it's gonna take away, or I think it's gonna consume spells. So that is what it is. I guess we'll just have to build up around it. It does seem like it's kind of pushing me to go with damage spells for this deck. I like ascending a unit. I like building up a powerful floor. Kind of hoping to get more uh, of the Hellhorned kind of bigger units to kind of help balance out my spells. I could get a Stygian unit, or I can upgrade my spells and get some money. Neither of these seems too bad, but also not too amazing. Like, I don't have any units that I want to upgrade, though I could go grab one and then upgrade it, I guess. And I don't really have a lot of spells I want to upgrade, I guess, other than maybe this. If I could make it cheaper, that'd be alright. So I'll do that. I should probably grab the money first. But okay, first off, let's see what this does. Applies 20 frostbite. That's actually pretty nice. I can afford to do this and make it cheaper. That's not it. There it is. And that's a pretty good deal. Paying 2 to apply 20 frostbite. And then, you know, even if I can't discard it, it's still worth it. Putting this on a spell like that, sure. I'm not going to bother spending on the reroll and then upgrading anything else. We'll just carry on for now. Save our money for something else. I will turn this on. I think you give them haste. Yeah, so they're going to try to quickly move up, but I should be able to torch that unit pretty easily. Even with their... so these ones, they're the rage units. Okay, that's fine. So I can torch the unit that's giving haste and then Frozen Lance the other two. Question is, where do I want to put him? And again, I think I might just go for the top level. That way, if something with haste does make it up, he's not missing that fight at all. Also, this is pretty nice. So again, take out the one with haste. These guys dealing 7 damage is kind of rough. And, you know, more down here. But I can off that guy like that. And I think I'll put one train steward there. I should probably put another one up here, or another 2 up there even. And we're at a brief respite already, so this is going alright. Just blast you, and then we'll put one of these guys up here. And nothing left to use my mana on. That's an obvious choice. Do I have the 22 damage? No. I must have used it already, hey? Yeah, I didn't even notice. But that's alright. Doing 20 frostbite, I think, is the most sensible choice here. And then maybe I'll put this unit there. And that should do a pretty good chunk. Let's see, are you dying? Yeah, you're dead. And we'll make you extra dead. 49 from frostbite, it looked like. That's quite nice. So this applies some more frostbite, so that's kind of playing into what we're dealing with. 3 damage and 8 frostbite, that's not bad at all. I think I will take the welder helper, just because it can make basically any unit into something of a tank. And then well, I was gonna say if we're asking for a tank, we should go with this guy, but this is too good. Sweep and applying frostbite on every attack. Yeah, that's something we can get behind. If we can give that unit multi-strike, which maybe is something we can look at doing right here, then that could be really strong. First, we'll grab our unit, see what we get. This guy gets 25 armor, push the attacked unit to the back. It's not bad, and it works with our, like if we push the tank to the back with Frozen Lance, we can target the weaker enemies at the front. So I don't mind that. This guy gets, I mean, obviously he gives himself armor. So I think I'm gonna go with this guy just because he can scale to be a little tankier. Yes, multi-strike on this Cold Celia. It's perfect. Incant to gain 1 armor. We do cast a lot of spells, but I'm not sure if 1 armor is really anything to be excited about, even on this guy. Like, you'd have to cast a lot of spells to match up to 25 extra health. Like, to get that amount of armor would be a lot of spells. Obviously, 25 spells, since it's 1 per spell. Now, I don't know if it's worth re-rolling here. If I look at my cards, I already got a pretty solid upgrade here, although giving her extra damage wouldn't be bad. And then I also feel pretty good about that guy being very tanky now. Cat's being all weird in the background. This one, I don't have a cat. Oh, you can click on him. Don't mind the mess. What even is this stuff? Just junk? Anyways, I could re-roll and then see kind of what we get. I'll do it. I'm greedy. This is interesting. I mean, like, that's pretty interesting. How big are my floors? I think there are still only 5, so I couldn't fit them and my champion on the same floor. But I do have the Ascend card, so I could work it so that they all get on the same floor. Or I could just do this and kind of keep her. How much attack does this give? 15? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. A multi-strike sweeping unit with a lot of with frostbite and a lot of health and damage. I think that's a pretty solid get, honestly. Okay, we're gonna throw something in here. What are we gonna throw in? I'm leaning towards a trained steward, but we haven't really picked up a ton of new units. This kind of replaces a torch, so let's just throw in a regular torch. And then we get to choose a random rare from one of these two, and I'm gonna go with the Hellhorned. I kind of hope it's a unit. That is not a unit. Consume to apply rage and armor. Sure, I'll add it. The rage could be nice on our multi-strike sweep unit, and the armor could be nice on our tank. So it's not like it's a bad thing. Just might not have a use all the time because of the X cost. So these explode twice. That's a bit painful, admittedly, but I should be able to torch them most of the time. Yeah, they're coming in with one health. That's basically nothing. Now, what I'd like to do, you've got quite a bit of your own health, so maybe I could reasonably put them on the same floor already. But I don't really want to just throw it away against a whole bunch of damage. 5 damage to enemy units, plural. So this will just ice all of them. Like, mind the pun. um, I think I'll put this unit up here, and I'll put this unit down here, and then hopefully I can get her ascended in the future. We'll see. Okay, so I don't have the Ascension now. I do want this guy up here. Um, she will take 10 damage. It's not the end of the world. I could kill 2 of the units at the back. I know that, I mean, defeats the purpose of her sweep and multi-strike to kill these guys off, but it would prevent her from taking another 8 damage, so I think it's worth doing. So yeah, now she's taking 2. That's much nicer for us. And plus getting that frostbite on the boss there, that's quite nice. Ah, an ascend. Perfect. In fact, I mean, I could put a train steward down here and he'd be a little stronger than this guy, but I think I like giving my front unit there some extra armor and then ascending her. And then do I consume for an extra 2 rage and armor? I'm gonna do it just because I don't think the opportunity to use that card more efficiently is gonna come up too often on this in this fight anyways. Oh, haste is bad. I need to prevent them from skipping my second floor here. That's unfortunately going to go off and hit this guy. Nothing I can really do about that. Just in case something does make it up to the third floor at some point, I'm going to put that guy up here. Uh, this is already dead, and hitting it for 18 is not really going to make a huge difference in how much damage I take. I could kill off every one of these guys with this. That's an idea. But I kind of like the idea of just doing that to the boss. Oh, oops, didn't even think about the fact that I did not have energy to do that. So that's not so bad though. Okay, one moment. shoot, I did it again. I've been muted for another while. When I came back, the same thing as last episode. Sorry for that. Okay, I've been talking a whole bunch and I've been pointing at stuff, but I guess you haven't been hearing me. So I'm going to pick up where I left off. I was saying that I'm quite happy with these two. They're pretty strong damage dealers for me already. Obviously, this also is quite good with a 20 frostbite and 30 damage. But my tanks are kind of where I'm feeling a little let down. I mean, 40 health is pretty good, but I feel like he was almost dead on the last round, so I'm gonna go here to try and buff my tanks a little further. If I could apply that to them, that'd be amazing, but I can't, obviously. Um, let's see. Making this guy quick is actually kind of nice. I'm gonna hold out hope for something strong like multi-strike or even just making him cost one less in the future, but that's pretty good. I think this is an okay upgrade for him because 50 health isn't bad, and then this makes his damage a little bit better. It's obviously not as much as 25 health, but that's okay. I think we can afford this. Okay. That's interesting. That's an interesting option. Like making this guy into a 3 unit. Uh, he could still fit in front of one of the Cold Cilias. Gives him a lot of survivability, some damage at least. I don't dislike it. I could do that. I mean, it gets a little wacky, I think, at that point. I do like this option though. I think this is pretty solid. And I could give him some damage if I do really want more out of him. He only does 5 currently, so yeah, I'll boost his damage. Okay. Then I think we will remove one of these, and I was saying we might want some extra spells to kind of make up for what the boss is going to be doing. That is removing or making our spells have consume. So I don't necessarily want to get rid of too many spells in my deck. But I mean, like, these are obviously the weak points. So are the Train Stewards. But I feel like we kind of need both. We need more units and we need more spells to replace those. So we're in a highly we're in a state of needing quite a bit, I feel like. Spell Shield 2 is pretty rough against this deck. I gotta say, it seems like a hard one to take. I mean, I do have some solid damage dealers, so maybe I could make it work. And we are full health. What do you do? Sweep. Oh boy. And lifesteal. The sweep will pretty much just obliterate my champion, but at least my Cold Cilia units will survive. They've got lots of health. I turned it on, as you may have noticed there. It's almost certainly going to result in some pyre damage taken, but I figure I can leverage my pyre health into making this work. So they have stealth, which means they can't be hit by attacks, and they have spell shield, which means they can't be hit by spells. So that's pretty amazing. I think I'll just go ahead and start building up this floor. I'll try to break this guy's spell shields in the event that next round I need to kill him with a spell, that is. I do need to put something out front here. Let's see, you have 50 HP, you have 40 HP, so I think I'll put you out front. There's no stealth down here now, so I could put this guy and then this one behind. Would be kind of letting this unit, this collector go. So instead I could build up on this floor, actually. Although it won't work with Ascension, sending my units. I'm going to put him up here. And this is greedy, but I'm going to put her down here so that she can ascend to this floor to help make this one really strong. You have Harvest. Triggers when a unit dies. That won't really happen until you're both dying, probably. So I think this is okay. Yeah, that's quite a bit of damage, and I like that. This kind of sucks. They're doing a lot of damage, and there's nothing I can do about it, really. They're already dead. He's not taking any damage as a result of this. I could give him some extra armor though, and I kind of want to, but I also kind of want to make sure she survives. But I think this is the better choice. Now, is there a way I can break their spell shields? Not really. Maybe if I did. No, there's not really a good way to do it anyways. Spell shields prevent damage spells, right? Yeah. This deals damage, so I guess it would be totally prevented. I was kind of curious if maybe Frostbite would still apply, but I don't think it would. I could find out with this, just as a test. Oh, it totally did! Oh, well now I wish I cast that. Alright, I'm gonna give her some armor. It's not much, but it's something. So now I know Spell Shield doesn't block things like Frost, which is pretty huge. We're gonna move you up. That's leaving this floor exposed still, but whatever. You have the most health, so I think it makes sense to try and break your spell shield, but I'm not going to be able to break your spell shield, so maybe I'll just go after you, I guess. I think this is better anyways, because then I can hit this guy with that and then let them kill this one. Oh yeah, that gains him more armor. But he's not losing any health. Playing this is kind of useless, I think. We'll put him down there just to have something down there. I was hoping to draw the imp on the same turn as getting the fiend in my hand. Obviously not going to happen here. So we're going to cast this. Everything gets silenced. And then we're going to cast this. It's not going to do the damage, but everything is going to get hit with that frost. That's actually where the most of the damage comes from anyways. This is one of the few trials that actually applies to the boss. And then I guess just to break through one of the spell shields, we'll do that. So I think we're still going to be just fine. Moving into this floor. Yeah, we're looking good. So no problem. We'll just hit him with a few spells and then let it play out. And I'll speed this up. Did it change what it says when you do that? I'll have to look at that. Clan pack and ally pack. Okay. What are we getting from our clan? Ooh, apply 6 frostbite to enemy units, like plural. I think this is a good choice for us. Consume, apply. Yep. And then from here, do I want another? Doubles the chances of drawing that imp with the demon fiend. But it's not amazing. But I mean, I guess I could take I could take this, and that way if I have him out or if I have the armored unit out, I can use it on them. It's also kind of like not amazing putting those cards in my deck and hoping to draw them on the right turns. think we need more, like we don't really want to take too much out of the deck at this point, so I think we'll go this route. I could buy trinkets, I know, and that would give me a choice of 3 plus a reroll potential for another 3. This one gives me one for free though, and I can upgrade some of my spells, so that's pretty good too. Okay, so I think this is the choice. I'm not really, it's not bad, I guess. Prevents some damage, but I think this is a pretty clear pick for us. Now, removing consume. Honestly, removing consume on this one might be my favorite choice, just because it's so much armor. I really do quite like that armor that gives. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add consume. Let's see. What does that look like? Doesn't increase the frostbite, so I'm not too interested in that, honestly. Adding consume to a torch or to one of these frozen lances is probably my choice. I already have a torch at that level that consumes, so we'll do it to that one. And then I think, yeah, bringing this back down in cost does seem pretty nice to me. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do there. We have a ton of money, so I'm going to re-roll and just see what we get. Double stack. Yeah, double stack on here is quite nice. That's not bad either. That's actually really not too bad, but it consumes and this doesn't, so I guess I'll go with this one. Now it could consume, but I don't want that, so I'm not going to do that. This seems alright by me. And do I want to make that free? Or that free? I'm not sure that I need to do this for any of this. Like, make any of this free. But it's a very low cost. And I mean, what else am I going to put on here? I guess I could double stack again. What else am I going to put on here? Is a very good question. So yeah, let's make it free. It's not like you want to double ascend or something. Double stack the ascend, go up 2 floors. Spell shield 5. That's a bit rough, but I mean, it's just going to be on the statues, so it's not the end of the world. It does make a lot of my the spells that target the front a lot less useful. We won't call it useless, but less useful. I still like building up on the 2nd floor, I think. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I will put him down for both because it'll give armor here and because it's going to give me an imp to sacrifice. And I think I'll just take out one of these units, or I could hit the boss. Yeah, let's hit the boss. Hitting the boss with the frost so that she takes that full stack of frost. That's not too bad by my standards. I wish I could sacrifice. Well, I could torch this. No, he's got armor. I do wish I could sacrifice him so that I could put her down on this floor immediately. Also, I have this combo, so I should probably take advantage of it. And in order to do that, maybe I'll put this guy out front just so that he dies, because I don't really want him on my floor. I don't want him taking up even one space. But that gives me enough to play him. And I think I can play him down here and then go like that. And that's a pretty solid little setup down there now. I like hitting this floor because literally it'll hit the boss and kill all 3 of these if they don't die already. And it'll kill that, which I think it's already going to die anyway, so that's not a big deal, but it's nice. Killing this guy before he gets to attack is nice, even though it gives him a little armor. I think we did okay. Yeah, and that imp even like absorbed a few attacks, so that was nice. Now, I thought, oh, they have 24 armor. I thought they were dead because I was not even looking at that, but that's so much armor. I'm not too concerned about it because like they do a little bit of damage and they're gonna hurt my pyre, but whatever. It's a boss fight and like one of the tougher boss fights as far as the whole game is concerned. Hmm. Now I could play her at the top here, and she would actually potentially take out a bunch of these units. But then I would never be able to, like, I can't descend her to this floor, so I wouldn't be able to pile on anymore. I can ascend her when I draw the card, that is. So I think give you armor, give them both armor actually, well, all three even, but it's pretty worth it for me. Could torch this unit, but that gives him armor and +2 to attack, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to torch it, honestly. And then hitting these units with anything doesn't make a lot of sense, so we'll just do that. I just realized it did 22 damage because it was the increased torch, so I could have killed one of those guys before they got up there, but either way I was going to take some pyre damage, so yeah, it's whatever. There, we're stacking up this floor even further. I like that. Next time the other Cold Cecilia comes around, I'll put her down here and then hopefully be able to send her. I do want to hit this with that Titan's Tooth, get some more frost stacked on the boss, and do a little more to that guy. Rage and armor. Now, rage is best on the multi-strike units, but it's only going to last for 2 turns, which will help against this unit. But the armor actually sticks around, so even though it's just 2 armor, I'm going to go for it. I probably misused that spell a fair bit, but it's not the end of the world, I don't think. I can murder this guy to get 2 more energy and draw, and I think I'll do that. I lose out on literally 1 damage for the floor, so it's not a big deal. Making this guy as strong as possible so that my back units are alive and well for as long as possible. I think that seems quite good. I would cast this on this floor if the boss was down there. I'd like to hit the boss. I don't think it's necessary to cast this on this floor right now. So what I'll do, I could put the train steward in front just to preserve his health. But he's got lots of health, and if I ascend him, it's not even going to be an issue. Oh, I'm dumb. I just realized the next time I draw, I was saving that space. Or at least I was supposed to be saving that space. Oh boy. Okay. Oh wow, I got that. I didn't even realize I had that. I think I'm just gonna hit the boss with that. Okay, that's fine. I've maybe misplayed a few things. I'm not playing totally optimally, and you know, I'm not always gonna be that optimal player. That's just kind of not my style, is to think too hard. That sounds like I'm dumb, but really I just mean I'm not gonna overthink things. It's just a game. I'm just trying to have fun. Um, but that said, we're still gonna do our best. Killing this unit makes a lot of sense, even at the cost of giving 10 armor. I don't know, maybe I could have torched that unit. So hit her with some more freeze and some more freeze, and we're gonna I think this might be full, or at least very close to. And now that floor is it's just absolutely absurd, honestly. I kind of want, I hope I get the spell that adds 10 armor or however much armor and then moves the unit to the front. That'll let me like rearrange things, like putting this Demon Fiend out front. That'd be pretty nice. You are in fighting condition. I don't know if that actually does anything to you, but puts stupid bandages on your head. So that's pretty good. I don't have an imp to sacrifice to, so just do that. And now I'm pretty sure you're oh so extremely dead. So very dead. And then we're gonna check. And I don't think I saw any different text up there while I was holding the right click, but it does seem to go faster and it puts a little funny face out. I have a couple imps now, but still not really worth it. Transfer all frostbite on this floor to a single unit, then double the amount of frostbite. I mean, that's super strong against the boss if you can make it work. Even if it's only on the boss and you're just doubling it, that's still worth it. So yeah, easily take that. And I think mana is our bigger issue, so I'm gonna take that. Although we have that one imp that gives us mana, but I mean, that's not a lot. Now, what would we rather upgrade? Units? You're pretty well upgraded. I would love to give this one like multi-strike or even just like a huge buff. You're already fully upgraded, fully upgraded. But then if we were to upgrade spells, what are we going to upgrade? This spell. Yeah, we're going to make that one stronger if we do go that route. I don't really have a lot of use to the removal. Let's see what our other options are. Oh boy. Okay, so I think I would rather go this way on this route, and then I'll go this way on the final option here. I think that makes the most sense. So we'll start by getting our pyre health back, the whole 8 health returned. And then we'll see what we're doing with our spells before I remove anything. Holdover. That could be pretty strong. Remembering that my boss is going to, I think, cause consume on the first spell I cast every turn. I think that's how that one's going to work, meaning holdover on a spell. It'll let me get it cast a few times probably, as I can cast other spells first, but it won't last forever, that's for sure. So I like this. And I do like that and hold over on it. So now it's affordable every turn. Upgrade to remove consume. I'm not sure what I would put this on. It's not really worth it considering we're going to be consuming everything as a result of the way the boss works. And I do think making these torches into like really strong versions that consume is pretty nice. I won't feel guilty about keeping them in the deck, and I won't feel bad about I mean, I might as well put this on something, right? I don't think I'm going to have another chance to upgrade my spells. So I like this one the best. Again, that's not really anything. So I won't, eventually all the spells are going to be gone from my deck anyways. I'm not sure if I want to remove anything from here. Like I could remove the Train Steward. Might be a good idea. I'd love to replace him with a better unit. I could remove the Sacrifice Imp. card, though that's a free spell that I can use to yeet to the boss ability. I could remove this 2-cost torch, but again, that's something I can use for that. And like the Train Steward's not even bad to have in the deck necessarily, just because I'm ascending units to different floors, so I have room for them. But I mean, if I draw him early and instead of drawing one of my strong units, that could be pretty detrimental, I guess. So I'll remove him, but that's all I'm going to remove. And I could give him sweep so that it applies frostbite to every unit. That might actually be a really good idea because the boss will be at the back of the row for the most part and like floating around behind. I'm thinking of the end boss here. Um, and then this would be applying frostbite the whole time. So I think I'm going to try for that in hopes that that'll really help give me a lot of early damage before the end boss even shows up. This isn't worth it. As much as, that's a lot of money. I don't want to deal with that. Although it only really hurts my champion. They have enough health that they can probably tank it. So now that I say that aloud, I'm like, maybe I do want to turn on the spikes. I'm only going to have one shop left. Let's see, what was this? I get to duplicate, which is nice. I'll be able to get another unit like I want. And I'll be able to upgrade a unit or two. Well, a few units. So I do want money. I don't know if I want this much money, but I guess it doesn't hurt to have that much money. Although it will technically hurt, as it's putting spikes on the enemy units. But again, I think I've got enough health on my these units that it's going to be fine. It's just this one that's my champion who's got the hard job, the hard life. You're enchanting with multi-strike. I can't. I can kill you with one torch. That's nice. I'm tempted to put both of these units just down on the bottom floor here. Although I do often like to put them in the second floor to start building this floor up. So that's what I'm going to do instead, actually. And I'll put her in front just because she's got lots of health. I'm going to put this on him so that he can survive a few of those spikes hitting him. There's no point in gaining the extra energy right now. So I'm just going to hit this unit with a torch and then end my turn. Okay. Now, see, this is why I wanted to be able to move him to the front, because this guy's great, and I can play him, and I can ascend him, but then he's going to be stuck at the back of the group here, and that's not really what I want. It's not ideal, to say the least. Though 50 damage, even though he's not making use of all that health, is still pretty solid. So I'll put him back there. This works to kill both of them off. I'm not mad about the way this is going. What do you do? Wilt Wings? Multi-strike, extinguish. Deal 5 damage to the front enemy unit when it dies. So if I could just kill you with a torch or a freeze stack, that'd be probably pretty good to do before putting any units down. So like, hit it with a torch. That's only doing 2 damage. I'd have to hit it with this. You're enchanting with multi-strike. So are you. You're taking 32 damage. I don't like that. I could... How much does it deal? 5 damage? Okay, that's not the end of the world. Taking 5 damage. So I could take this unit out to protect my middle floor and hope that I draw. Oh, I forget it happens at the end. Damn it. Okay, that doesn't work super well. I can give this unit some extra armor though, and that seems alright by me. What I need here is, well, this spell is pretty solid, but again, they'll get to attack, so she's gonna die almost definitely. I don't think your multi-strike can be silenced. Otherwise, I'd be tempted to do it. Don't have an imp to sacrifice, so that's not doing anything. Oops. I think I'll put this unit up here, just in case they do get up to the top. Right now, yeah, this unit's going up. So I will cast that. I think the problem I ran into here is I didn't get one of my proper tanks out in front, and now I'm kind of scrambling to catch up, which he's a tank. Maybe I should wait for him to come back around. Do I have any other proper tanks in my deck? I have this guy, yeah. Because when she dies, I'm going to need a tank to go in this spot. Otherwise, he's in a lot of trouble. I could put him down and put her down on the bottom row here. I think that's okay. This sets up this row properly. Now, the question is, yikes. I'm going to try this and see if it removes multi-strike. Sadly, it did not. And I can hit this whole group. Like, she's dead and they're both taking 5. I don't think I can prevent that, even with this. That's not true. This will kill off. Yeah, I was wrong. I can't prevent that. He had one health remaining. That's unfortunate. Okay. Moving on. I just really need to keep some of these units alive. You're surviving this, thanks to that armor I put on him, which is why I'm thinking I'm going to put some more armor on this unit. Help keep him alive. This consumes. .22 damage is pretty good. Let's hit him with as much damage as we can. Oh, he's already dead now. Do we have anyone with incant? No, not out. So, doesn't really make a difference. Right, quick. That did make a difference to how quickly or how much damage my champion took, so that was good. This makes sense. You're only taking 91. That is quite bad. This is good. This is good. This needs to go down. You're now taking 264, which is nice. You're dealing 25 damage. This would give you literally 1 extra hit. Is 1 extra hit more important there or up here? How much do you do? You do 32? So I think it makes more sense up here because an extra attack from this unit is 50 damage. So plus the incant does make it even a better cast. Makes better use of it. Okay, so now we do hit him with this. Doubling up that frost. Oh, he's dead. Nice. That's very nice. He's not magically surviving somehow now, so he's very dead. Oh, I should have held right click, my bad. And we got that extra gold, and we didn't even take any pyre damage as a result. So even when I play things a little bit wrong, it still turns out all right. 7 magic power on this floor. They used to be +5, I think. So that's a little nicer, a little easier to use. Um, apply 1 armor to friendly units. That takes way too long to add up, I think. Frozen to a card in your hand isn't super amazing. I actually might go with this unit. It's not amazing, but I don't mind having extra units in my, like another unit in my deck would be all right. It only takes up 1 slot, pardon me, and it only takes 1 slot, and it has 7 attack, so it actually does do damage. This guy, this guy could be big. I'm gonna go with that guy, because if I can give him Endless against the final boss, I could start bringing back those spells that I'm losing. So I have a lot of money, which is good because I didn't even realize I have a Merchant of Trinkets here. But I'm going to check out this Merchant of Steel first. Endless. That's kind of what we were hoping to see on this guy. That way, hopefully I can kill him and keep bringing him back. Let's see. What would we like to have more health? Like, that'd be okay, but I prefer for him to get, like, multi-strike, honestly. I don't mind this. It makes this unit a little more usable. And then we could make it even a little more ridiculous in that regard. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. And I should look at what, well, this is gonna be cheap, so I'll do that. Quick, dang, didn't quite land what I was going for that Demon Fiend. +2 stacks of Frostbite each time it's applied. Yes, and does not decay? Oh my gosh. That could win it for us, that alone. 50% chance to apply silence. I really don't know how good silence is. I don't have a good barometer for how good silence is. This is good because, like, that's just straight up. That could, if it comes down to the boss versus the pyre and who's gonna survive, this extra health could really make a big difference. So I find myself drawn towards picking this. So I'm gonna pick it up. Then we're gonna leave and we're gonna go back here and we're gonna decide what needs what. None. All I have left to upgrade are imps. Okay. Um, you get played a lot, so I'm gonna give you health, and I'm gonna give him rage as well. Oh, I guess I could give you rage. I could have given him health as well. Now I feel kind of dumb that I didn't. Simple as that. I'm gonna give you rage. Quick. You do 1 damage each. Even, I was gonna say it's not worth the money, but I guess what else are we doing with our money? So we're gonna make you quick. Maybe that 1 damage before the enemy gets to attack will make a big difference. Who knows? Here, honestly, I'm not sure what the best choice for a unit is, or like the best choice for a copy card. Maybe it's even a spell, although with that boss ability taking away my spells, that it's kind of hard to see that being the best choice. I could do like this one to double up Frost and then double it again when the chance comes around. Or I could put it on, I could double up this guy because he's just a strong, heavy hitter. And like I like to have him out front, so that's not bad for sure. I like him out front as well, but he's not providing as much damage. They're providing more damage and, or, lots of damage and have more health. So maybe it makes more sense to get another one of them. Maybe I'm valuing their potential damage output with that frostbite. Because they put down 10 damage worth of frostbite and 32 damage, so that's actually less damage than them, but the frostbite does add up, so it's a tough call. This has more HP, but the quick is pretty nice. All right, I'm going back and forth too much. Let's just pick something and let's roll out. Now, I'm curious to see how much HP our boss is going to have here. If it's in the 2000 range, we might be in a bit of trouble. So first spell card played each turn gets consumed. We knew that. 999? I feel like they're taking it easy on me. It's going to be a cakewalk. So we got a big guy out front. That's important. Then we get this guy behind. We won't be able to fit Hold Celia in there, unfortunately. So I think I might actually do that. Although this is also a good option for the for the spell power on this floor. And then what I think I want to see is you and you down here, and then I'll just purge this. And you're taking 31. That's quite a bit. But I mean, what else are you gonna do? Your pyre takes 1 damage if I don't play it. Well, I have enough mana that I'm gonna play it. This is an unfortunate draw, but I guess I could use that to not consume. But I mean, I might as well play this. It consumes itself anyways. Then I think I might as well play this. Sadly, these each only have 1 pip left, so he can't fit on them for capacity. I'm gonna play that. You're gonna survive. You're gonna survive. So this isn't terrible. I'm just not getting super efficient turns. I'd like to ascend this unit as soon as possible. There we go. That's what we're hoping for. We get to ascend you, and then we can immediately replace her. And then you're already dead. I wouldn't mind doing this, and I'm going to, just because it'll apply so much. Was that my first spell? No, it wasn't. Ascend was. Oh, dang. Ascend is gone. Okay, but applying Frost to the boss is what I'm doing here. That's basically what that comes down to. You're gonna attack for 5 damage, or when you die, you're gonna deal 5 damage. Well, you're gonna deal 5 damage when you die either way, so that does save me from 5 damage. Okay, having 84 frost on this guy already is super nice. So I can cast this first because it's gonna consume either way. Sadly, I don't think there's any way I'm saving this unit. This is consuming either way as well. What do I want to see happen here? I mean, I could kill you before you get to attack, but this guy's dying to, well, I could kill them both before they get to attack. That saves his life for now. I don't think I have any heals now that I think about it. I mean, I guess this comes back around, hopefully. Hopefully quick. And then, yeah, we definitely want to keep that frostbite piling on. And don't feel like there's a lot of point to playing this unit, so keep it going. That did a lot of damage to him. 220. Oh, baby. We are really working with something now. Let's get that guy killed, keeps him alive, and also allows me to cast this without it consuming. This guy's dead, and it's not even the boss's turn. That's amazing. I wonder if that's an achievement. We're gonna find out. So yeah, watch this play out, and then bam, the boss is dead. That was an achievement. Nice. All right, Frostbite for the win. That double Frostbite holdover card worked really well. So that's a win for each of our clans now, with Covenant 0 or Covenant turned off. So starting next time, I guess we're gonna turn that Covenant on and start going through each clan again. Maybe different combos this time to switch it up. Let's see what we unlock here. Harness the Titan and Offering Monument. Pretty cool stuff. And then a couple more cards here, no doubt. Oh, that's a good one. Ascending a unit and Dazed. Oh, and the Impsicle. Now we can start talking about maybe having an Imp deck. Okay. Well, good stuff. Thanks for checking me out. We'll see you in the next one.